Okay, good morning, everyone. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Perfect.
Okay, so I can proceed.
Excellent.
Yeah, so I want to welcome you all to my presentation about the technical overview of the Tanzania NHT Data Portal, or in short, TANBIF portal. My name is Finian Mwalongo. I'm a lecturer at the Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology and also the head of the Department of Computer at the Institute. So in this project, I'm working with my colleagues, Dr. Mamboya, who is the director of this project, Dr. Huda is the coordinator, and we have Dr. Ambele Mtafia, assistant director, and I as a technical supervisor of the development team. So this is a follow-up presentation from Dr. Mamboya's presentation last week. And my presentation will mainly focus on the objective of developing the portal. And then also another colleague, Dr. Huda, will come up with the presentation on data management. So the objective for this project is to develop providing an online open access platform that research, policy, and decision-making purposes. To users that we think would solve these different user groups. So the first group is the researchers, like ecologists, taxonomists, collection owners, university students, lecturers. We think that they could use the portal for for research and also for education purposes, like mentoring young students to become future biodiversity researchers. We have the government that the data in planning and decision making, especially on biodiversity conservation. And also we intend that the portal will be used by community at large and schools and public. They can be interested in knowing what biodiversity is available in a country and where it is located. But also they can provide information, like if they capture any occurrence on the concept of citizen science, they can also contribute to the portal. And also the last group is tourists who would like also to know what is biodiversity is in our country. So these are the potential users that we have in mind when developing our web portal. So now in their final year, and with them after they graduate. And then the development of the portal is based on the diversity informatics. It's a system that was developed by the Atlas of Living Australia, and then later on they open sourced it to be a platform for other biodiversity data portals to use, so that we can have a common platform rather than each node or country coming up with their own system. So if we can develop it from this, then it will be very easy to share technical information among each country. And the main feature also of this platform is that it is based on microservices architecture. It has semi-independent microsystems. And this helps in the management of the system. And also when you want to develop a system, especially when you are using larger teams, it means you can focus different teams to work on a certain self-contained dependencies between each other. That means each component is sort of a self-contained subsystem that can be developed and deployed independently. So this is the architecture that is also used by this ALA open source software. So the technical architecture of this ALA software is as shown in this. So it has mainly three major layers. The front layer, this is the user-facing applications that the user will interact with when using the services provided by the portal. And then we have a middle layer, which is composed of the web services. And there is a direct link between the front-facing application and front-facing applications for end users to use. And then the third layer, which is composed of mainly of databases. So as you can see, we have different databases here like Cassandra, MySQL, PostGIS. That means each service, depending on its requirements, has its own technology stack, which it uses in order to properly fulfill its function. So this also helps in the scaling of the application, because if you distribute each service to have its own local storage, you remove the bottlenecks where when different services are being used together by many users, you create a bottleneck if they have to access a single database. But when each service has its own database, that means you decongest the traffic, and then the application can also scale well, because each service, if you want to scale, can scale it horizontally, maybe using virtual machines or use different servers to host the services. So this is the main architecture of this ALA software, and there has not much done. We haven't changed the architecture, so to meet our local needs. So now let's come to the services that are provided by this portal that we are developing. So we have the main site, as you will see in some of the screenshots later on. Now, this provides the user interface for all the services that are provided by the portal. And it also provides the search tool for the data that is hosted by the services on the portal. And also it has, it provides information which monitors the status of other services in the data portal. So this is the branding, the main site. And then we have a collection service. This is one of the microservices I said in the architecture. Now this is responsible for managing the occurrence records of whatever data that we are storing. It also provides capability for the occurrence data that we store in the portal. Service, that's the species service. This gives the functionality of for users, or allows users to browse existing species that are hosted on the portal. And also it allows the filtering of the species by section, life form, species groups, and also conservation status. It also provides allows the users to search species information about the names, classification, records, literature, and sequences. So these are the functionality that are provided by this species service. And then we have the central authentication service. Of course, there are some of the services that will require users to authenticate. That means to be registered users. So we have separated that there's some information that a user does not need to log in because it's public information. But for some other information, will only users, and then once the user is or to get the service from the portal. And also, of course, it's responsible for management of users and their roles. And then we have another service, it's called the image service. This allows a user to upload images of different species. And then these also are linked with some information about the particular image. So it says petition. Oops, sorry, I think there's some. Okay, I think there's some slides that I skipped. Of course, we have this because the geospatial service. This is mainly for providing functionality to do some to show the occurrence data, for example, on the map, and also collection service that is responsible for providing the information about the collections that we have. So now, of course, the development, the portal is 85% complete. The main tools that are still under development are the dashboard service and the geospatial analysis tools. So these, of course, we have already customized the base functionality that is provided by the other software, but we still have to add some additional functionality, which we according to the requirements of the local users. So this is the landing page. So we have here the services, but also we have. Can you still hear me? Do you still hear me?
Yeah, it's better now. It is going in and out, but we seem to be all right for the moment.
Oh, okay. Okay, now can you see this landing page for the portal?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So this is the landing page. That's when one types the address of the portal, then this is the first page that they will see. And there are some of the functions, of course, I show in other screenshots later on. But of course, the other thing that, as I said, we're still developing is the dashboard. Now, of course, we have these placeholders where some occurrence records will be shown, the data sets that we have, data providers, and the download. Of course, you don't see the records here because we are still facing becoming a development server, and sometimes the services that are providing the data for the dashboard stop working because of the constraint of the server that we have. But of course, we're in the process of procuring another a bigger server that, of course, will also be used for the production, so that we can have enough computer resources for each service, so that they can run properly. Because sometimes we are facing this problem of the services stopping. That's why you don't see these the numbers there. Yeah, so this is some of the images uploaded, and of course there are the details about the image. Okay, yeah, for example, like if you click on this image, the image and the rights holder who is holding the rights for this image. Yeah, so this is also some screenshot for the collection. Of course, there's no, can I see it? Okay, I think it was also gone, right? Yeah, okay, so this is the like if we have some collections, and then they can be shown in a map. And then this is the spatial service. Because select a particular region and then see what are the species that are available along that region. So that is not yet implemented. So this is just the base map that is there. So that allows one to log in and access those services that require authentication. Yeah, and this is just the acknowledgement. And this is the team that is developing the portal. So if you would allow me, I don't see if I haven't checked if I can have us access the real site and if that will be shown. I'm not sure if it will work. That I will show at least the real website and see some functionalities that are already there.